Hills. I am Blake Beams. I'm joined by, of course, Mr. Nate Gardner. And tonight you are brought another Hoosier Hills Conference matchup as your Jeffersonville Red Devils take on the Jennings County Panthers. Panthers struggled a bit so far earlier this season. The Red Devils not doing too amazing themselves, but are looking to get back on the right track 1 week before sectionals begin. Mr. Gardner, how do you think we're looking against this Panther squad?
I'd like to say it would be a good matchup in this game right here, but this Jeff team and this Jennings County team have both been wild cards throughout the season. They can play up to some of those good teams and then get blown out by a mediocre team the next week.
And it's like you said, it's been a pretty up and down season for both teams. For the Panthers, it's been a little bit more down. Started out, they're like 1-7 right now. They got their first win of the season a lot earlier in the year. They're on quite the losing drought. It's not what you want if you are a Jennings County fan, a Jennings County player, or anything in between. But the Red Devils, they have, once again, an up and down season. We've lost to both rivals, unfortunately, the Bulldogs and the Highlanders. And both games, it's kind of been the running game we've gave up. Darrell Simmons, the quarterback for the Bulldogs, has kind of stomped us that game. Against Floyd Central, we kind of just let off pretty early. And then, points just kept packing on. The Red Devils couldn't overcome it. And despite, hopefully a late game effort didn't come through, Red Devil just fell short.
In that game against Columbus East, there was many times that Jeff could have gotten that game, and there was unlucky turnovers or just missed opportunities that made that game more of a skewed score in Columbus East's favor.
And the Panthers did win this coin flip, and they have chosen to defer against the Red Devils. So the Red Devils will get the ball to begin this Friday Night Lights presentation. Right before we get in, I'd like to mention one more time, you're listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville. You're home with the Red Devil Network, maybe listening on our website, WJHI.com, our YouTube channel, the radio station, and of course, cable channel 184. I'm Blake Beams, joined by Nate Gardner, as we get you ready for this matchup. Your Jeffersonville Red Devils take on the Jennings County Panthers.
And I'd like to mention that this is the final regular season meeting for both of these teams going into the postseason, where Jeffersonville will face off Floyd Central next week.
Ian Sawyer is set to kick it off here for the Panthers. To the Red Devils back there is, of course, Davari Julian. And it looks like Kion Stevenson will be sending us out here. But no, that will actually, for the Red Devils, back there is Rajon Laird, the freshman. Good to see him getting some early reps in. He's got a bright career here at Jeffersonville. Davari has been the prime time player for this Red Devils offense and even really defense so far this season. He's looking to take it back here. Normally we see Malik Bush back there for the Red Devils, but instead they're going to send it to Rajon Laird. And this is going to go right over the head of Laird. It's going to be an illegal kick already on the Panthers, which is going to set the Red Devils in a nice position to begin this football game. We'll see who is going to lead out the Red Devils. It will be Cole Phillips. The quarterback battle, Mr. Gardner, has been very, very intense so far this season. Both quarterbacks know each other's talent. Both quarterbacks respect each other, but they have been fighting. And Cole Phillips, last week, he started all game for the first time throughout the whole season between both players, and he's looking to bring it out here for the Red Devils.
I would say he won this battle, and in the end, you'd want the guy with more experience. Unless Nick Schindler showed out and became an MVP in this offense, get the guy with experience in there.
Here's Phillips in the shotgun. He's going to get off to Mansfield, the signature running back for the Red Devils. He's probably going to get about 7 yards there, take it up to about the 42-yard line in Red Devil territory. Now, if you ask me, Mr. Gardner, the keys to the game here are to get going early against this Jennings County Panthers team. They're not too explosive on offense, but they can score. This Red Devil team, as we saw, can score as well, especially in that opening week game against Seymour. And Mansfield is the key to that. He's very explosive. He's big. He'll truck you. He'll make room. He'll do anything in between to get to that end zone. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun. Once more, he's going to snap it back to Mansfield. Mansfield's going to get another big run. He's already at the 40 in Jennings territory. He's almost going to take it in to the end zone, and he'll get it already. Red Devils touchdown, the second play of the game Your Red Devils are already up 6-0 against the Jennings County Panthers. Zion Mansfield with a 58-yard rushing touchdown.
What a great start to the game. I mean, I was just looking at that play, and I saw him start to get that hole, and he just sped across past the secondary. And secondary may have caught up to him in the end, but he got the points.
And what a run that was by, of course, Mansfield. As we mentioned right before that explosive run, he is very explosive on the offense as Hannah Magruder lines up to kick the extra point for the Red Devils. Schindler on the hold. He's going to bobble it a little bit, and he's going to fall down on it to make sure they don't send it the Panthers' way. So that extra point will not even go down. So unfortunately, the Red Devils cannot get that extra point there, but that touchdown is exactly what you need if you're the Red Devils. I just mentioned, like, the main key to the game. Get going early. You know, you've struggled a little bit in the second half throughout the season. Beginning like this, that's the best way you're going to get.
Definitely, and we just saw that extra point there, and I just like to comment that we've seen we've seen a great special teams unit by this Jeffersonville's team, and for the most part, but we see at least one bobbled extra points per game, and that's just a mistake that I believe this Jeff team will get cleared up by the postseason.
And the Red Devils coming off of a 27-7 loss here at Jeffersonville against the Columbus East Olympians. Quite the team they are. The season been a little bit down for them as well, but they played phenomenal against the Red Devils. Out to kick for the Red Devils. Looking like Hannah Magruder. Magruder, as we've mentioned, she is the typical kicker for those extra points. Couldn't really get one off that time, but she has played excellent so far for this Red Devil special teams. Back there for the Panthers is Carter Thompson. He is the signature receiver on this Panthers offense, as well as the special teams. One of the best returners in the Hoosier Hills Conference. As Magruder is looking to send it away from the Red Devils' 40-yard line. As it is up and it is away, it's going to get to about the 35 in Panthers territory. It's going to be a fair catch called for Sam Berkman. He was the one who got that there. Decided to not run that back. And a wise move. Those Red Devils get there pretty quick, and that's a solid starting position for the Panthers at the 35-yard line.
And I'd like to mention that kick by Hannah Magruder there. I'm curious if it was a planned short kick to kind of draw the Jennings County off, or if there was just a miscue on the special teams there.
And leading for the Panthers back in the backfield is Peyton Hayden. He has been the signature quarterback for the Panthers so far this season. He's in the shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to send it over the head of Berkman. Berkman is a sophomore. He's pretty young, but he is quite quick as well on his feet. He can make plays when needed. Unfortunately, there just got sent right over there. 2nd and 10 is what you're looking at currently for those Jennings County Panthers. Back in the halfback slot with Peyton Hayden is one of 4 Hefo brothers. John Hefo is back there this time. He's got a spread formation both sides. They're going to hand it off to Hefo. He's not going to get anything. Maybe lost a yard there, and what a defensive play that was by the Red Devils. They just kind of all bunched up and sent him back. That probably went back, what, a yard? Kendrick Sutherland with that tackle.
If this Red Devils team can get the stop here and score again, that will be very telling, because once this Red Devils team picked up in that Seymour game, there was almost no stopping them, except near the end.
Here's Hayden back here with Hefo once again. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they want to get the running game going, but no, it looks like Peyton will be sending it away, and he is going to use his legs on this one. It's going to be a solid gain as well. He's going to get into first down territory. What a run that was. 48-yard line for the Panthers. That was, what, a 13-yard run there for Peyton?
Yeah, and I'd like to mention that the quarterback here does have an odd number for quarterback. It kind of looks like a running back with the number 22 out there, but he showed, as he also secondary position as running back, he's got some wheels on him.
He's also got that linebacker slot, too, under there. So it's 10:35 remaining here in this first quarter. Your score, Red Devils 6 to Panthers 0. First and 10 for the Jennings County Panthers on their 49-yard line. Here's Peyton on the snap. He's going to get off to Hefo once more. Hefo is going to get about 1 or 2 yard gain. They're going to spot him at the 50, right down the middle of the field.
And Hayden's is one of those guys you describe on a high school team as an athlete. Not necessarily conforming to a position, but if you're such a good athlete in high school, that coaches usually want you playing your best impact at all positions that you can try.
And here comes this Panthers offense once more. This time Peyton has trips to the left, and he's got Hefo on the other side of him that he usually does. But Peyton's going to take it himself. He's going to get stuffed, and he's going to lose about 2 yards there. He's going to fall behind that line of scrimmage. It's probably going to bring up about a 3rd and 11. This Red Devils defense has been showing out quite well so far this game.
And that stop was there by 97 Chance Jackson, who goes by Cheesecake around his teammates.
The senior, of course, it's senior night. He's had quite the career here at Jeffersonville. We're edging about 30 seniors this year, Mr. Gardner, and we're looking to end it off on a high note against this Panthers team, and especially sectionals next week. Right now with 9 minutes left in this first quarter, your score, Red Devils 6 to the Jennings County Panthers 0. Trips left once more for Peyton. The all-out blitz is going to come from the Red Devils, but Peyton's going to use those legs once more, and it looks like they're going to keep him about 1 yard short of the first down marker. And that is where they're going to place him. Took it up to about the 41-yard line into Red Devil territory. That was about a 12-yard gain, but lost a few yards on that previous possession.
And this Red Devils team has shown that they can stop the straight-up runs, but once the quarterback starts improvising, they have a little bit of issues trying to take down the quarterback in open field.
And the Panthers are going to keep their offensive unit out here on the field. A great decision, if you ask me. Here's Peyton back with Hefo once more. Peyton's going to try to draw it up himself. He will get that first down. A nice little draw there. You know, great call there.
Evan Clayton.
Clayton's going to get that tackle.
First down, Jennings County.
Jennings County Panthers first down, 6-0 Red Devils, 8:15 remaining here in this first quarter. This Panthers team looking to get some offense going. They've struggled a bit so far this season, but we have seen their quarterback Peyton, credited as a running back, linebacker, and quarterback, of course. He's got legs on him. So he is back once more. This time, Matthew Hines is going to stay in the backfield with Peyton. Peyton's going to send it deep. And it was almost broken up there by the Red Devils, but that was the Cole Marksberry, and he's going to take it in for the Panthers touchdown. And Mr. Gardner, what a phenomenal catch that was. It was amazing defense, but he managed to wrestle it away from that Jeffersonville secondary.
Yeah, and we've actually seen many plays like that where the Red Devils have let a receiver open in the middle of the field, but most of the time the Red Devils have been able to catch up, and that's just one of the plays where they were not able to. And it was a decent throw by the quarterback, but an even better catch by the receiver there, and to take it all the way into the end zone.
And that was about a 34-yard passing touchdown there to Cole Marksberry, and what a throw that was from Peyton Hayden, as you mentioned. An even better catch, if you ask me, against such a great Jeffersonville secondary.
And now the Jennings County has the chance to take the lead here with number 7 Ian Sawyer out there to kick the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good for the Jennings County team, and they will take the lead 7-6 with 7 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first quarter of this game.
And we brought up what a great offensive start there it was for the Red Devils. The unfortunate little botched snap on the kick. Couldn't get that extra point to go through, but just now for the Panthers, they're able to get that. Take that early lead, 7-6, as you mentioned. Panthers with the lead. Red Devils looking to get this offense going once more, as we just saw previously. They certainly can. Zion Mansfield is a beast in the backfield. see if we can get any Cole Phillips.
And I think while the Jennings County drive ended in a touchdown, I feel like there was some great stops made by the Red Devils team, and they showed some firepower to hopefully get stops later in the game.
Back there for the Red Devils is Laird, and this time Kion Stevenson is going to replace Davari Julian. It's looking like they're going to try to take it up to good Red Devil position.
Jennings County.
Sawyer for the Panthers looking to send it off.
Julian Laird, D4.
That will be Julian back there with Laird. Sawyer's going to send it off from his 40. It's going to get back to Laird. Laird is going to try to take it back this time. He's already at his 30-yard line. And he'll be brought down at about the 33 for the Red Devil and in Red Devil territory. Not as good as what you got last time, as that kick kind of sailed out of bounds. Started at that 35, now at the 33. Still pretty good position for the Red Devils.
Check that. Rajon Laird.
Cole Phillips will be back out for this Red Devil offense.
Red Devils.
We're approaching about 7.5 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. 7-6 Panthers is your score.
And I don't know. I think another Zion Mansfield run is what we're going to be seeing right here.
It almost seems inevitable, Mr. Gardner. He's just that explosive. And here's the handoff to Mansfield once again. As you said, he's going to get a very hefty gain there. A gain of about 18 yards for Mansfield. Take that back. Give him about 15.
And talk about the carrying there. There were many Jennings County defenders there trying to rip the ball from him, but he was holding that ball into his right arm there and tucked it in and was not letting any defenders touch that ball.
Yeah, that was it's a bit of a moody day here in Jeffersonville with the weather and all, and Mansfield, he might be the thunder that's causing all of it. And here's Phillips back in the shotgun. He's going to get off to Mansfield once more, looking to create a hole for himself. He's not going to get anything, unfortunately. Be lucky if he got a yard. It's probably going to spot him right back at his line. 7 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Jennings County Panthers leading 7-6.
It is now 2nd and 9.
So they will credit him with that yard for the Red Devils. And there is going to be an offsides call against the Panthers. They all kind of just jumped at the same time. You know, you're going to get those early game jitters out. Good way to get them out here in the first quarter. You prefer none at all, but it's the best time to get them. So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Red Devils. I believe that's going to get them into Panthers territory. It will, the 46-yard line. To be exact, 2nd and 4 is where you're looking at for your Red Devils. Mansfield back with Phillips. Phillips for his first pass of the game. It is complete. It's going to be enough for that first down. It looks like that was towards the main receiver, Davari Julian. What a season he has had so far. 4 total touchdowns on the year. We saw it last game against Columbus East. We got that last-minute score, and Julian had an 81-yard, brought it to the house, got some hope for those Red Devils team.
And definitely a great tightrope throw by Cole Phillips. It looked like there was a little bit of defender hand that touched that ball, but it still got there, zipped right into the receiver's hands.
Here's Mansfield a few feet behind Phillips. We got a man in motion for the Red Devils. There's an offsides call against the Red Devils as well. It was not that man in motion. Very unfortunate if you're the Red Devils. It's going to bring you back to a 1st and 15. At least you didn't get it on that 2nd and 4 a moment ago. Would have brought you back to that 3rd and 9. Nothing you ever want to see. But that's going to put us right back where we were. You know, we're still at that first down marker. But back to the 43-yard line in Panthers territory goes the Red Devils. Here's Phillips back with Mansfield once again in that shotgun. Phillips is going to underthrow to the man in motion. That was Damani Brown, the usual secondary player. Of course, can play receiver as well. That was kind of just a little, you got to get those out, threw it a little bit to the feet. Not what you want to see if you're the Red Devils, but you can live with it, especially on a first down.
Well, the thing interesting about that play is you would call that play a screen, and usually on those plays in high school, the coaches will tell the quarterback if they don't see anything, just throw it into the dirt and not try to improvise. But on that play, it looks like Cole Phillips may have thought that he had to throw it in the dirt and didn't have to.
Here's Brown in motion again, but Phillips is going to send a screen over to Mansfield this time. Mansfield's going to get a nice little run after catch. He's going to bring it up to around the 37-yard line in Panther territory. I believe that's going to bring up about, what, a 3rd and 8 here for the Red Devils. You know, not the best position you can be in, but not the worst either.
And I'd imagine this Red Devils team, with the position they're in, as long as they don't get a loss, that they would go for it, as they did a lot in the loss last week.
3rd and 9 is what they're going to credit the Red Devils at. 5:15 remaining here in this first quarter. 7-6 Panthers is your score. Here is Phillips looking to pass here once again. He's going to try to aim for Davari Julian there, but be broken up by that Panther secondary. That was Sam Berkman. He was the one that's made quite a few nice plays on the offense as well. He's a receiver, but he's been blocking excellent. He's the one that set up that touchdown for Marksberry for the Panthers.
And Cole Phillips does receive the call from Coach Parker to remain on offense. And this Red Devils team will look to take this 4th and 9 and make a first down out of it.
And you got to love this confidence from the Red Devils. You are at a 4th and 9. That is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But keeping him out here is a different move, and Phillips is going to send it to Curl.
That'll be close there.
I do not think they're going to credit it. Does not look like it. The sticks will not be moving. But what a throw and what a catch there from Curl.
Well, Cole Phillips is remaining out there, and the sticks will be moving. And that was a great throw right there. And whatever the referees say on the field is what stands in high school, because we can't review the plays like in college and the NFL.
And that will set up a first down for the Red Devils. As you mentioned, Phillips is going to send it over to Curl, that sophomore. This time, Julian and Mansfield are back there with Phillips. He's going to get it off to Mansfield this time. Mansfield's going to take it up to about the 20-yard line in Panthers territory. I believe that was a gain of around 6 or 7. They're going to bring up a 2nd and 4 count. 2nd and 2 they're looking at. They're going to give him 8 yards there. 4:20 remaining here in this first quarter. 7-6 Panthers is your score here on 98.5 WJHI, the Red Devil Network. Trips left for Phillips, back with Mansfield. Mansfield's going to look to block. Phillips is going to send it away this time. That pass intended for Vance Boyd, a usual defensive player. He's been punting a lot as well. Looking to get some receiver reps in. The senior, I'm sure he's having a nice night as well on this senior night. It's going to sail right over the head of him, however. Going to bring up 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils. And this Red Devil team is very senior heavy. I was talking about with you earlier, Mr. Gardner, this team's edging around 30 total seniors for this season. It's kind of an insane number once you really think about it, and what an honor it was for all of these players to play for the Red Devils these past 4 years. Mansfield is going to get this handoff. He's going to take it in for the easy from running back 1. That will get him that easy first down.
For first down, the Red Devils.
Now the Red Devils here are entering in what looks like one more 1st and 10. That goal line is right in possession for the Red Devils. Looking to punch it in here, get that 2nd score of the game, look to take the lead back. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun. He's looking to pass. You can only imagine to who he's going to. And he was aiming for Julian, but sailed right over the head. It's kind of the best idea. Julian was getting covered there by that Jennings County secondary, you know, kind of just swarming him all around. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Red Devils. Not what you wanted out of that first down play, but that's the best part about first downs. You get 3 more tries, don't you?
Definitely. And I think Cole Phillips' best game is to let his running backs get a little bit in there, and if the opportunity is needed and given to him, he can make the throws. But if the running game isn't going, I don't know much that Cole Phillips can do.
3:30 remaining here in this first quarter. 7-6 Panthers is your score. Phillips has trips right. He's going to get off to Mansfield this time, though. And Mansfield's probably going to get a gain of about 3 there. Going to make it around a 3rd and 8, maybe a 3rd and 7. Now, this is extremely crucial for this Red Devil offense. You've got one more down to punch it into the end zone unless you want to go for it on 4th again, which, why not? It worked out fine last time. 3rd and 5 is where they're going to credit the Red Devils. Only about 6 yards to go until that end zone. Mansfield's going to try to punch it in, and he is going to get it in for the Red Devils. Another touchdown by Zion Mansfield. That time, a 6-yard Red Devil touchdown. Zion Mansfield already his second of the game.
That was a great start by the Red Devils there. 2 touchdowns in 2 drives. I'm looking forward to see what this Red Devils team can do for the rest of the game.
And that's going to bring your score up to 12-7. Red Devils, as Hannah Magruder lines up for the extra point here. As it looks like this might be a 2-point conversion for the Red Devils. And they will be keeping this offensive unit out on the field. We saw earlier that unfortunate botched snap for the Red Devils. In case you're just joining, it was fumbled there, but did not get it sent through. But this Red Devil team is going to go for 2 points. Phillips looking to pass, and it's going to be picked off by the Panthers. Not quite sure where he was aiming for there. Unfortunately, did not get that 2-point conversion either. Your score 12-7. Red Devils with the lead. 3:22 here in the first quarter. And Mr. Gardner, that drive there, that's exactly what you wanted to see from the Red Devils. Slow, methodical, and at times explosive.
Most definitely. And we've been seeing a lot throughout this game, at least, and throughout the season, that this Red Devils team loves to do the bootleg with Cole Phillips. And Cole Phillips can be successful, but we've seen in some times that he will throw to the defense or a non-open receiver, and I'm looking forward to see Cole Phillips' bright side in this game.
And you are exactly right, Mr. Gardner. Phillips has every skill it takes to be an elite quarterback here in this Hoosier Hills Conference. He's shown it throughout the season. He's had glimpses for the Red Devils. Magruder is looking to send it away here for the Red Devils this time. Once more, your score is 12-7. Red Devils with the lead. 3:22 here remaining in the first quarter.
And Magruder on the kick for Jeffersonville.
Now this Panthers offense needs to get something going as well. They showed it earlier that they were able to punch it downfield and get that score. Here's Magruder sending it away from the Red Devil 40. This one going to be caught once again by Sam Berkman. He's going to call a fair catch once again. Looks like they're going to spot him at about the 37-yard line in Panthers territory. Nice little kick there from the Red Devils. Not the most ideal position, but you will live with it. And back out once again for the Panthers is the quarterback, Peyton Hayden. He's a senior as well. He's a big guy, 6'2", 215. Credited as a running back and linebacker as well. As you mentioned, he's got that running back build. You don't really see a quarterback in a body like his. Hefo back there once more. And Hayden's going to look to use them legs once again. He won't get anything there. Maybe lost a yard. That was a straight quarterback draw, which they've called quite a few times so far this game, but not the result the Panthers were looking for so far. Approaching about 3 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. Your score, Red Devils 12, Panthers 7. Red Devils with the lead as Panthers on offense come up to a 2nd and 11 on their own 36-yard line. Hayden back there with Hefo once more. Going to be a flag on the field. See what the ruling is. And offsides against the Red Devils is what they will call it. A costly 5 yards, not what you want. Bringing those Panthers up to a 2nd and 6. Up to the 41-yard line in their territory. Not ideal for the Red Devils, but you can live with it.
Definitely be glad that it does not make it a first down. against the Red Devils on that penalty.
Now Haynes is back here for the Panthers, but he's not going to get it. Instead, it's going to be snapped to Hayden. Hayden's not going to get anything at all, and he's going to get down. They're probably going to credit this as a sack for the Red Devils. I do believe he was behind that line. That sack there from Timberlake for the Red Devils. What a bring down there. What a switch of momentum as well. You know, you just gave up that offsides call. You never want to give that up, but there, you're going to bring that quarterback down just like that.
And that was basically an assist by all the D-line and the linebackers near the box on that bring down there. And the Red Devils won that down.
3rd and 10 is where they're going to credit the Panthers. In my mind, they're probably going to look to pass here, but here's Peyton Hayden back in the shotgun with Haynes once again. And this pass is going to be complete, but it's going to fall short of that first down marker, bring up about a 4th and 2. They're actually going to call that incomplete. It's looking like not ideal for the Panthers one bit.
Oh.
Flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play being discussed on the field. We'll get back to that in a moment. But this Jennings County Panthers team, Mr. Gardner, recently taken over by new head coach Justin Baldwin. Earlier in the season, Justin Sharp had to resign as that Panthers head coach. And this penalty, sorry to cut this off real quick, but this penalty is going to be against the Panthers.
10-yard penalty.
A 10-yard penalty. I'm guessing it's a holding. It's looking like against those Panthers.
Replay 3rd down.
It's replaying the 3rd down.
That's an interesting call there by the Red Devils because they had a 4th down there, right? But they chose to take the holding call and make it a longer 3rd down and repeat the down.
3rd and 21 is where they're going to credit this Panthers offense. Hayden looking to throw once again. That one intended for a receiver, but there, Rafe Swearingen, the senior safety and Red Devil WJHI himself, Rafe Swearingen was able to get that breakup, and what defense that was in that secondary.
And that was close to an interception there by Rafe, but just an extremely athletic play made by him there, and the Jennings County punting team will come out.
I believe that was intended for Colton Ross for the Panthers. He could not get it. As I mentioned, Swearingen with that breakup as the special teams unit for the Panthers comes out here. Ian Sawyer looking to send it away from his own 15-yard line. A nice little kick it is. It's going to be sent back to Julian. He's just going to let it roll here. He tried to get a few yards on a sly little pickup there. Couldn't get anything.
That was a really risky play there by Julian right there, because if he did not get that ball up correctly, then he was close to being popped by the Jennings County defense, and then it would have been great field position for Jennings County there. So I don't know what he was doing there, but as long as Red Devils have possession, I'm good with it.
As we're winding down to about 45 seconds remaining here in this first quarter, Red Devils 12, Panthers 7. Red Devils with the lead. They have scored on both their offensive drives, looking to make that a 3rd. Panthers came out, scored on their first. Marksberry had a 34-yard passing touchdown to him. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun. He's going to have to Mansfield, but Mansfield's going to fumble that ball.
Fumble on the play.
We're going to see what these officials want to do here. Who jumped on that ball? Got to get that pile of bodies off the field first. And it looks like, thankfully, the Red Devils were able to retain possession. And that was a very close call there against the Red Devils. Not what you want to see.
And it looked like on that play, Zion Mansfield began to run before he had fully exchanged the snap with senior Cole Phillips. And just a miscommunication on that snap. And luckily, it works out with only a loss for the Red Devils.
It's going to bring up a loss of 2. So a 2nd and 12 is what the Red Devils are looking at their own 29-yard line. He's going to get off to Mansfield once more. Mansfield's going to slip this time. Not what we've seen throughout this game. Pretty surprising as well. That's going to bring out an already third down, 3rd and 12 for the Red Devils, which we're looking at. And that's just unfortunate. You know, that's some wet turf out there. Rained throughout the day over here in Jeffersonville. As we're winding down, about 15 seconds here in this first quarter. 12-7 Red Devils is your score. 3rd and 15. A loss of 3 is what that slip-up's going to be here. For the Red Devils, probably looking to send it over here. Maybe looking for Davari Julian. Brandon Curl, the sophomore, as we said earlier, got that beautiful first down catch earlier, going for it on that 4th down. Risky maneuver on a 4th and 9. Managed to get it anyway. As we are winding down the first quarter here, Red Devils 12, Panthers 7 is your score. Little first quarter recap. The first score of the game was for the Red Devils. Zion Mansfield, the superstar running back, had an explosive 58-yard rushing touchdown. About 11:38 remaining there in that first quarter. Little bobbled snap there on the extra point to make that score 6-0. Cole Marksberry for the Panthers struck next. 34-yard passing touchdown. That, of course, sent away from Peyton Hayden. We've seen that he has legs and he has an arm. Can do both sides. 7:43 in that first quarter. That extra point was good from Ian Sawyer, making that 7-6. And Mansfield, as we just saw a few minutes ago, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. With 3:22 remaining, Coach Parker elected to go for a 2-point conversion there. Unfortunately, could not get it. Making that score 12-7 Red Devils. And Mr. Gardner, this Red Devil offense has seemed, you know, kind of uncontrollable so far. You know, you have them few missteps. That last drive, you know, you're looking to continue that here into the second. Wipe up those little blotches on the playbook.
And I'd like to mention that we saw some rare missteps, and that's a compliment by Zion Mansfield on that the drive that is going on right now. And I think we'll see more out of him in the rest of the game, but those were 2 crucial mistakes for the Red Devils. And now it is 3rd and 15 with the Red Devils in their own their own side of the field, and they are looking to get a first down here.
And if you're just now joining, you are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home with the Red Devil Network. I'm Blake Beams, joined by, of course, Mr. Nate Gardner, and you are listening to a Friday Night Lights Hoosier Hills Conference Senior Night matchup. The Red Devils taking on the Jennings County Panthers. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun, but there's going to be a false start against the Panthers. A great little sign of hope if you're the Red Devils. That's going to send you up 5 yards. An already better 3rd and 10. As you mentioned, going into the second quarter, when sides switched, the Red Devils were at a 3rd and 15 on their own 26. But they're bringing up that 3rd and 10, a much more reasonable 3rd and 10.
And I'd like to mention that offsides right there basically cancels out the 2 miscues by Zion Mansfield.
Here's Phillips. He's going to get it back to Julian, who's in the backfield with him. He will get that first down. A beautiful run after catch there for Julian. As we've seen so far this season, he has been an elite receiver. He's been an elite returner. He's been an elite running back. He can do everything for this Red Devil offense. He can do it on defense as well. We saw there getting that first down, exactly what those Red Devils needed.
That's a first down, Red Devils.
That's going to get the Red Devils up to about the 44-yard line in their own territory. Julian back there once again with Phillips. We'll see what they want to do. And it's looking like another offsides call here on the Panthers. What is going on with this Jennings County team?
I don't know. It's just some miscues to start the game, and I don't know if it's Cole Phillips being a marksman back there and pulling off these wonderful snap counts, or if it's just Jennings County making these miscues.
And that's going to bring up 1st and 5 for the Red Devils. Phillips back in the shotgun. He's going to get off to Julian. Julian's going to get a solid gain. He's going to get into first down, already into Panthers territory. 42-yard line to be exact. Another great run there by the senior. Looks like they're going to place him at the 43 with 11 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. 12-7 Red Devils leading is your score. 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. Back there once again is Julian with Phillips in the shotgun. Get it off to him once more. He's going to get another big run. Won't get the first down that time. but a solid 8-yard gain, already putting the Red Devils into position for another score.
And there we see that this Red Devils team can show power from any of their running backs that they have out there, as Zion Mansfield checks back in as Julian goes to the sideline. This team is just power, 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 and punch you down the throat.
And that is exactly right. You know, we've seen this Red Devil team all season, and they could have down parts, but when they are on, they're explosive, and they're going to break tackles, they're going to make holes for themselves, and they're going to score the football. And here's Phillips on the snap. He's going to give it off to Mansfield, and Mansfield with a massive run, and he is without a doubt taking this in for a Red Devil touchdown. Zion Mansfield, his 3rd touchdown of this first half. Reminiscence of the Seymour first week. And wow, what a run there from Mansfield. That was about a 33-yard touchdown, but a flag on the play, and it looks like, unfortunately, the Red Devils are going to head back here. And what an unfortunate turn of events here for the Red Devils. I'm not sure if I quite saw the call there.
And I'd like to say, even though that was a flag on that play, that the Zion Mansfield definitely made up for the miscues earlier in the drive and showed that he could score there.
And the call will be a holding against the Red Devils, so that touchdown will be called back, unfortunately. You know, Mansfield just did it. Why not see if he can do it once again? 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line in Panthers territory, where the Red Devils lie. Mansfield's back there with Phillips in that shotgun position. Interesting defensive formation here for the Panthers. Julian is in motion for the Red Devils. And Mansfield's going to get a nice little gain. He's going to get that first down anyway. We mentioned, you know, he just had that ginormous run. Unfortunately, got called back. Why not do it again? He'll do it again, as we just saw. Looking to punch it into the end zone this time.
And I just love these 2 running back sets by the Red Devils, with having Davari Julian, who's an explosive runner, and Zion Mansfield right beside the quarterback. That can be scary for a defense, not knowing who's going to get the ball. And even if both of them don't get the ball, you have explosive receivers on the outside.
Here's Phillips in the shotgun. There's a flag on the play. Mansfield's not going to get 6 yards, but we'll see what this flag is about. Looking like it's on the Red Devils' side.
On the tackle, flags on the play.
Referees probably saw a quick little offsides that we did not catch from up here. We will see the call, and it does look like it's going against the Red Devils. We brought back a few yards here. 9:34 remaining here in this first quarter. Red Devils 12, Jennings County Panthers 7. If you're just tuning in, I'm Blake Beams, joined by Nate Gardner. 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. It's where you are listening. And it will be an offsides against the Red Devils, a 5-yard penalty. Back at the 41-yard line once again. And another offsides call here on the Panthers. And man, this team, they're just not showing any discipline so far. And you know, you've gotten so many breaks with the Red Devils getting their own little false starts, their own holdings. What are you doing?
It's just some juvenile play out there by the Jennings County Dragons out there.
So back to the 36-yard line in Panther territory for the Red Devils will lie. It's looking like something on the field. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun for the Red Devils. Mansfield back there with him. We can get another explosive run. He'll get a few yards. It's looking like probably bring it up about 2. Looking at a 2nd and 3 here for the Red Devils, well into Panther territory. At the 26-yard line, is looking like they are going to spot him at. 2nd and 6 for this Red Devil offense. 8:30 remaining here in the second quarter. 12-7 Red Devils is your score at the 27-yard line in Panther territory. We'll see what the Red Devils want to do here with Phillips out. We could be looking for a screen. He is looking to pass, but instead of a screen, he is going deep for Davari Julian. And what excellent coverage there
Phillips intended for
by the Panthers.
Just a little bit too big of a throw there that Davari Julian didn't have a chance to get that ball. But we saw some of Cole Phillips' throw power that we have seen before in some of these games for the Red Devils. And while it did not get to the receiver, to show that he can throw that far is great.
And the thing is, that ball kind of got placed exactly where Coach Parker wanted it. Julian was right there, and he had his hands on the ball for a moment, but it was an excellent deflection there from Colton Ross. An amazing way to not get a pass interference call. Here's Phillips back in the shotgun with Mansfield. Mansfield's not going to get anything here. Very unfortunate for the Red Devils. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think the Red Devils ran it there because, as that we see now, Cole Phillips is going back out there, and they saw that it was 4th down territory for them.
And this Red Devil offense is showing quite the guts so far throughout this game. They have gone for it on 4th down every single time throughout this game so far, and it has worked. You know, he got it over to Curl the first time, was able to get an 11-yard gain for the 1st down. Looking to get it going once again. Mansfield a few feet behind Phillips. Phillips looking to throw it. I believe that was intended towards Swearingen. It was just a little overthrown. Swearingen with the dive could not get his hands around it, unfortunately. The first 4th down conversion that fails for the Red Devils. And, you know, it's not even really a bad, position here for the Red Devils. It's a good call.
I mean, they're 2 out of 3 on their drives, with 2 of their drives being a touchdown. And that, while you'd want a touchdown on the 3rd drive, has been a successful game so far.
Not to mention, on that 3rd drive, Mansfield broke through to the end zone, but it got called back, unfortunately, on a holding call against the Red Devils. So you still have that explosiveness that the Red Devil offense carries with them. Peyton Hayden is back out here for the Panthers. Haynes is back there this time with him. It's going to be a screen pass over to Sam Berkman. He's been thrown towards and looked forward to quite a bit for this Panthers team so far. He's going to get a gain of none for the Panthers. Excellent defense there by the Red Devils. Nice little man coverage. Knew exactly where they were looking for. They're going to spot him out the 27-yard line. It's again a gain of nothing. 2nd and 10 is what the Panthers are looking at in their own territory. Winding down to about 6:50 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 12-7 Red Devils is your score. Here's Hayden back here. He's going to get off to Berkman. It's actually Marksberry. He had that touchdown earlier. He's going to get an amazing run finally brought down there by Kion Stevenson. And what a run there that was from Marksberry. He made his motion very quick, and he kind of jerked back to that left. Was able to take it all the way into the 45-yard line into Red Devil territory. A gain of about 28 yards for Marksberry. Not what you want if you are that Red Devil defense. That does bring up 1st down for the Panthers. We'll see if they want to go to Marksberry once again. As we've seen so far, he can play. This time, Berkman's in motion. He's not going to get it off to him. Instead, Peyton's going to take it up himself. It's going to be a nice gain as well. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short of that 1st down marker. A great run there by the quarterback, Peyton Hayden. We've seen so far he does got legs. He's got throw power as well. He's got that 34-yard sail to Marksberry earlier in this game to give the Panthers their only score. Back there is Haynes once again for the Panthers. Instead, Hayden is going to opt to pass it once again. He's going to use his legs. It looks like he was going to go for a pass there, but instead just made it a quick little draw as he saw everyone was covered. I don't believe he's going to get any yardage there. That will bring up a 3rd down for the Panthers, a 3rd and short. With 5:10 remaining here in the 2nd quarter, 12-7 Red Devils is your score.
And you'd imagine that the Panthers here have 2 downs in their mind to get this 1st down, as they are in Jeff's territory if they would like to go for 4th down, not making this 3rd down.
Here comes Peyton back out here once again for this Panther offense. And a flag on the field here against the Panthers. I believe it's going to be a quick offsides call. And that was almost lucky, really, for the Panthers. It was like kind of a botched snap there. Sailed a little bit too far over the head for Hayden. And, you know, if he would have lost control of that ball, the Red Devils could have easily jumped on it. They've called blitzes quite a bit throughout the season, especially so far this game. So a 3rd and 7 is now where they're going to spot the Panthers. Not ideal in the slightest at their 42-yard line in Red Devil territory. Peyton Hayden, the quarterback, looking to get something going here. Back there with him once again is Haynes. Haynes looking to block. Here's Hayden. He's going to sail it right over the middle for the Panthers, and that's going to be taken in there by Carter Thompson, the senior receiver for the Panthers. And wow, what a pass that was, right over the middle. He saw a wide open hole for Thompson. Thompson saw it. He took it all the way in for what looks like about a 47-yard Panther touchdown.
Yeah, you'd think that after that false start, which is of many and of the many penalties that this Jennings County team has had, that this drive would start faltering out. But no, Jennings County shows that they still have that firepower that they showed on their first drive and get the touchdown. Looking for the extra point right here is number 7, and the extra point is good. That was number 7, Ian Sawyer, the kicker, with the extra point, and it is 14-12 with 4 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this half.
And man, what a pass that was by Peyton Hayden. Sailed right over the defense, right over the middle for Thompson, who is very quick. I don't know if you saw that. We haven't seen him a lot this game, but just now that man was running way too fast for any Red Devil secondary defender to catch up to him. And as we just saw there, he took it all the way in. Your score, 14-12. Now the Jennings County Panthers with the lead. 4:11 remaining here in this second quarter. After halftime, the Panthers will receive the opening kickoff. But right now, the Red Devils have got the rest of the second quarter to worry about. Ian Sawyer, as you mentioned, got that good extra point. He's looking to sail it away here for the Panthers as well. And he is quite the kicker. That was boom for the Red Devils, sent all the way into the end zone.
I don't know if you could hear that through our microphones, but almost everyone in the stadium heard the boom of that kick, and it went all the way to the Red Devils end zone, as Blake mentions.
And man, what a kick that was. As you mentioned, we heard it throughout the entire stadium. As Phillips is looking to lead out the Red Devils, once again probably looking to get another full slate of a game like he did last week against the Columbus East Olympians. Didn't score much of that game, the Red Devils. They got one last-minute touchdown. Phillips, an 81-yard pass to Davari Julian, who's able to take it all the way in. Got a 2 running back set here for the Red Devils. He's in the shotgun. I believe that was going to be handed off to Mansfield. It was. He's not going to get much, if any at all, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and long for the Red Devils as we're winding down to about 3:55 remaining here in the second quarter. 14-12 Panthers is your score live from Jeffersonville. Going to locate it at the 2nd and 9, starting at the 21-yard line in Red Devil territory. Not the position you want to be in if you are this Red Devil offense. Mansfield a few feet behind Phillips. He's going to get it off to Mansfield as well. And a big gain here for him. And he's going to get the easy first down. He's going to get all the way up about the 42-yard line in Red Devil territory.
Well, Zion Mansfield makes it look easy. That right there was definitely a very difficult play by him. He marched off many tacklers that would be taking him down, but just with the power that Zion Mansfield has, he made that first down and even more.
And you mentioned it at the Floyd game, I do believe it was, that we were calling. You said that Zion, what he does, he is quick, but he makes holes. He doesn't look for him. He doesn't try to find him. He makes them. He's going to drive right through that defensive line. And here's Phillips on the handoff to Julian here. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Looks like on that play it is in the area of holding. You see that late in the plays, especially during a run. If a ref calls a flag, it usually is in the area of holding.
.303 remaining here in this second quarter. 14-12 Panthers is your score.
Holding on Jeffersonville.
The Red Devils are going to get a holding call called against them. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. You know, you're at that first down, and you don't want that because you're going to get sent back 10 more yards.
And I haven't been keeping count, but it seems like we're around 10 to 12 penalties committed by the teams combined with each other right now. There's been some just juvenile football out there with the penalties.
At the 39-yard line, well, it looks like 32-yard line, in Red Devil territory is where they will spot him. Trips left for Phillips. Mansfield is out there once again. He's going to get it off to Mansfield. That's actually Julian, and Julian's going to get quite the run. And is he going to get enough for a first down? It looks like it. And what a rush that was for Julian, and what a play call as well by Coach Parker. I don't think anybody was expecting a run there.
I mean, that was on 1st and 18. That just shows how much trust this Red Devils coaching staff has in the running back core we have here.
Winding down to about 2.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. 14-12 Panthers is your score. The Red Devils looking to take the lead here going into halftime. About to enter into the Panthers territory. Mansfield's going to get the ball, and he's going to get in there, and he is going very far, all the way down to the 19-yard line for the in Panther territory. Man, Zion Mansfield, quite the game he has had so far. As we just saw there, a massive run, taking it all the way from the 49 in Red Devil territory to the 18 in Panthers territory. Now, this is the ideal position you want to be in if you are the Red Devils. Looking to punch in their third score of the game, take that lead back. Julian is back there with Phillips this time. Here's Kion Stevenson, the man in motion. He's going to get off to Julian, however. Julian not going to get enough for a first, but he's probably getting about 5 yards there. Bringing up a second down for the Red Devils. Winding down to about 2 minutes remaining here in this second quarter. 14-12 Panthers is your score. Don't forget to stay tuned after the second quarter, as myself and Mr. Gardner will be having a nice little halftime show. We'll discuss the game, discuss the upcoming sectional matchup against Floyd Central next week. The seeding recently out here for the Hoosier Hills Conference. In a maximum security formation is Phillips and the Red Devils. It's going to be a nice little screen to Julian. Julian looking to get something going here. He's not going to get enough for a first, but it will be a gain regardless. Bringing up a second, a third, and very, 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 very short. Exactly what you want if you're the Red Devils. The best predicament you could be in for a third down. The clock here winding down to about 1:10 remaining here in this second quarter. 14-12 Panthers is your score. It's the biggest third down of the game so far for this Red Devil offense. It's going to be handed off here to Mansfield. And we'll see what the call on the field here is. He's going to get to the 10-yard line in Jennings County territory. Unfortunately, will not be enough for that first down. Barely short here, but they will keep this offense on the field. But there's also a timeout call here.
And I find
the Red Devils.
I find it interesting how the Red Devils waited so long on that timeout there with only 37 seconds remaining in the game. Possibly because they're on fourth down, and if they let up the ball, then Jennings County has a chance to march down the field. But still, you want to have as much time if you keep the ball to score as you can.
And it really makes you think, was the offense just going out there to, maybe get some seconds off the clock? Are they looking to send out Hannah Magruder to try to get a field goal in? We're really not quite sure yet. Like I mentioned, that timeout was against the Red Devils. Coach Parker, I'm sure, has a plan, and he's sending this Red Devil offense out on a 4th and 1. Not a bad move at all from what we've seen from this Red Devil offense so far. As you mentioned, 37 seconds here remaining in the second quarter.
And this isn't a crazy prediction here, but Zion Mansfield run up the middle is what I'm predicting here.
And most ideal play call you can get. He has played phenomenal so far this game, already racking up 2 touchdowns. Maybe have gotten a third, but one was called back. Now here's Phillips. Mansfield is back there a few feet behind him. Once again, he is going to get it off to him. It is going to be a first down. And he is going to be just barely short of that end zone marker, but he will get that first down.
Oh man, on that play right there, it looked like Zion Mansfield was going in for the touchdown, and there was just a little bit of a blocking error. Well, not really an error, but just there was a blocker right there that made Zion hit it out to the side of the field.
Yeah, you're not always going to get those in, but here they are. Phillips lined up in the shotgun. Mansfield a few feet behind him once again. Instead, Phillips is looking to sneak it in, and he will get that touchdown. Cole Phillips with the QB sneak into the end zone, making the Red Devils the leaders of this game. 18-14, Red Devils is your score. We'll see if they're going for the 2-point conversion once again. Looks like they're keeping the offense out on the field. And man, Phillips, that's I think his 5th rushing touchdown on the year so far. And he just snuck it in perfectly. That was beautiful. You know, he had about 30 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. He saw the opportunity. A great call there from Coach Parker. Everybody thought you were going to punch it in with Mansfield. And this time, Mansfield's going to try to punch it in for a 2-point conversion, but he will not get it.
Looks like there was a fumble there by Zion Mansfield, and while the Red Devils have the lead, they've had 3 straight touchdown drives that ended with not being able to get the extra point or the 2-point conversion.
And that is very unfortunate there for the Red Devils. As you've mentioned, the Red Devils have yet to get a point after a touchdown throughout this game so far. They've attempted extra points. They've attempted 2 2-point conversions, cannot get any of them to fall. So, 28 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 18-14, Red Devils is your score. Red Devils taking on the Jennings County Panthers and this Hoosier Hills Conference rivalry matchup.
We will see if the Jennings County Panthers decide that they are content with the score they have right now, or if they want to try to lob it deep and get a score.
And here's Magruder back once again for the Red Devils to sail it away.
A kick for Jeffersonville.
Now this Panthers team probably looking to get something going here on the offense. It'd be pretty hard to, as you're only 30 seconds remaining here in the second. It's going to be sailed away from Magruder. There seemed like a miscommunication by the Panthers on who is supposed to receive that kick there.
And it's interesting that the refs there blow the play dead, and even if the fair catch is called, if the receiver is not able to catch the ball, usually it's still counted as a fumble, so I'm wondering why it was downed there.
And Blaine Eisen was the one who was looking to get it for the Panthers, but, you know, that miscommunication ended that quite prematurely. As we are at 8 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, with the Panthers out on the offensive side of the ball, you got to think, what are they going for here as this Red Devil secondary is spreading way out into their side of the field?
It looks like there is going to be a re-kick here as Hannah Magruder comes back out. There may have been a miscommunication by the referees on that previous play, as it was blown dead earlier than I thought it would be.
18-14, Red Devils is your score. Magruder's about to send it off to the Panthers. Now they need a score here to carry that momentum that they've built up so far into halftime. 28 seconds remaining here. And the second quarter is where you are looking at. Make sure to stay tuned for the halftime show between myself and, of course, Mr. Gardner with me. So we'll go over the game analysis so far. We'll go over next week's matchup against Floyd Central to begin playoff football here for Jeffersonville. Magruder's going to send it away here for the Panthers. And the Red Devils are going to recover it here, I believe, and they will. They're going to send it the Red Devils' way.
And that was just like the play that we saw on the previous kickoff. There was just some miscommunication between the receivers there, and there was a fumble on the fair catch, and Red Devils capitalize on it.
And that was intended towards Carter Thompson, and he, unfortunately, for the Panthers, did fumble that ball. But this is going to set up an amazing field territory for the Red Devils. We have 24 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. We thought for sure that this Panthers team was going to get the last possession, last drive of this half. But no, the Red Devils are back out here on offense in Panthers territory. Here's Phillips lined up with Mansfield once again in the shotgun. He's going to get it off to Mansfield. And he is going to be brought back quite a bit. It's going to be about a 3-yard loss. And he punched it in. He got it over the Red Devils line. Then just got right met by a defensive line from the Panthers. Unforgiving.
That'll be the timeout by the Red Devils there, as I believe they have one timeout remaining in this first half here. And that run right there was really just to test out if they could run in this late quarter situation. Now I predict that they will run it for the rest of this.
2nd and 7 is what you're looking at here for the Red Devils. 18 seconds remaining here in this first half. 18-14 Red Devils is your score. Looking to get one more to pack on to this lead. Exactly what you would want going into halftime. In case you're just joining, don't know how we got here. There was a botched fumble there from Carter Thompson on the kickoff for the Panthers. Red Devils able to retrieve it. And as you mentioned, Mr. Gardner, the final timeout of the half for the Red Devils was just called by Coach Parker. Here comes the Red Devil offense back onto the field. 2nd and 7 at the Panthers' 26-yard line is what the game is looking at. And this time, Phillips back in an empty backfield. He has trips right this time, and it's going to be almost over the head snap. But instead, Phillips is going to get it, and he's going to try to send it to Davari Julian. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching on TV or YouTube, you almost just witnessed one of the best catches we would have seen in Southern Indiana football history to Julian. Unfortunately, couldn't keep his hands on it. Mr. Gardner, you and I both jumped when we almost saw that completed pass there. Was right over the head of him, and he almost got it. He almost got that grip around the ball. He did manage to keep his feet in, but unfortunately couldn't hold on to the ball. Bring up 3rd and 7 for the Red Devils. And what a catch that would have been.
Most definitely.
The stadium would have been ear-blowing here. And here is Phillips. He's going to send it way out of bounds. That one intended for Julian once again. Bringing up a 4th and 7 for this Red Devil offense. 6 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, so you got to say, you've got to be going for it if you're the Red Devils.
First pass is incomplete.
And they call a timeout here, definitely to consider what their 4th down play is here.
As you mentioned, that timeout, Coach Parker looking to get things back going for the Red Devils.
And with 6 seconds here, you most definitely, if not going for the end zone, need to have a quick out to the sidelines and get maybe a better field goal range for Han Magruder.
But when you're looking at this Red Devil offense, they're a very quick strike team. But Phillips, he has to find his man. You've got to have time to break away from that secondary. So we're not sure how this clock is going to affect the Red Devil offense, but they are going to keep him out on the field here. 4th and 7, 6 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, on 98.5 WJHI, LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. Cole Phillips is lined up in the shotgun formation here. He has trips right, an empty backfield as well. He is looking to pass. This will be the final play of the half. It's over to Julian, and Julian is going to get it into the end zone for another Red Devil touchdown. And what a pass there from Phillips. With 1 second remaining there, Mr. Gardner. What a throw and what a catch and what a route ran by Julian, able to punch that in for another Red Devil touchdown, entering into halftime. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion once again. 3rd time's the charm, especially in this first half. And in case you did not hear that, that was about a 20-yard touchdown. Phillips sent it right over the middle to Julian, and Julian was able to punch it in for his 5th touchdown of the year.
And the Red Devils capitalize on that miscue by the Jennings County special teams.
With 1 second remaining here. Here is Phillips. The 2-point conversion may be good. There is a flag on the play.
And the extra point is good for 2.
It was directed towards Brandon Curl, and he did get it, but we're going to see
on the play.
What these referees rule here, and it looks like it's going to go against the Red Devils again, unfortunately. It looks like they're just going to replay the 2-point conversion here.
Illegal procedure called on Jeffersonville, 5-yard penalty.
And it looks like it was an illegal procedure call, so there must have been an eligible receiver that was lined up that did not declare themselves as eligible pre-snap.
8-yard line.
At the 8-yard line for the Red Devils, they're going for another 2-point conversion. 3rd time's the charm. Mansfield's back there with Phillips with a spread all around. And I believe this is going to be good for the Red Devils. That time it looks like it was sent to Rajon Laird. His first big play for the Red Devils on the season and in his Red Devil career. You know, he's a freshman and you're already getting 2-point conversion snaps, let alone completing them.
I mean, this is a great start for his Red Devil career, and to see that he is already on the field, on the varsity team, he's going to have a great career with the Red Devils in his next 3 years here.
So 26-14 Red Devils is your score with 1 second remaining here in the second quarter. You know, this Panthers special teams, you know, they're going to try to run it in for a touchdown. They probably won't, but we'll see what goes down here.
It is looks like it is Javi out there to kick this kickoff here.
And this Panthers special team is sending way back here. See what they want to do here with 1 second remaining here in the second quarter.
DeJesus is lining up to kick. As DeJesus lines up to kick, and the ball is kicked off, received by... Oh, and it looks like there's another fumble, but that will end the half. The score, Red Devils 26 to Jennings County's 14. And what a first half by this Red Devil offense. And I'd like to recap on the scores here that Red Devils started the game with a...
30 to 7:30 at Torchies and Jeff.
You mentioned, we'll recap it real quick. At the end of this first half, your score, Red Devils 26 to the Jennings County Panthers 14. Recap this first half for you guys. Zion Mansfield began the game on an explosive 58-yard rushing touchdown. 11:38 left in that first quarter. The second play of the whole game for either team. That was going to bring it up 6-0 as that extra point wasn't no good for the Red Devils. Next, Cole Marksberry got the 34-yard passing touchdown sent away from Peyton Hayden with 7:43 remaining in that first quarter. That extra point was good. 7-6 brought that score. Mansfield with the second touchdown of the first quarter. It's about a 6-yard rush. 3:22 left in that first. The 2-point conversion no good. 12-7 is what you were looking at. Then Carter Thompson with his first breakthrough play of the game so far for the Panthers, and what a play it was. We both saw it right over the middle from Peyton Hayden for a 47-yard touchdown. to Thompson with 4:11 remaining here in that second quarter. That extra point was good, bringing a 14-12 lead for the Panthers. Then Phillips managed to sneak it in for a 1-yard touchdown rush with 30 seconds to go here in that first half. The 2-point conversion was no good once again, bringing up an 18-14 score. And now here, Mr. Gardner, is where things get great for the Red Devils. As we brought up, we thought Panthers were going to get on offense, maybe try to get a few big gains or just let the clock run out for this half. But no, they unfortunately fumbled it on that kickoff, and the Red Devils somehow got on top of that ball. And that led to the Phillips, who Julian 20-yard pass touchdown right over the middle. The shades of that Peyton Hayden to Cole Marksberry 34-yarder that we saw in that first quarter. That 2-point conversion was good. Sent to the freshman Rajon Laird, and that brought your score to where we stand now, 26-14, Red Devils. And Mr. Gardner, what a way to end that first half.
I mean, with a minute to go, the Red Devils were down by 2 and just punched it in for 2 really quick touchdowns in 2 straight possessions. And now they have a pretty convincing lead.
And now that 2-point conversion was the third one they attempted so far this game. And you know, those first 2 failed. You know what they always say? Third time's the charm. It worked perfectly. Gave the Red Devils a 2-score lead, up 12. And now they also went for that extra point from Magruder earlier, but it was unfortunately fumbled there right at the kickoff. And then that first 2-point conversion that was sent away from the Red Devils was picked off, but did not get any yards, did the Panthers, so they brought it up, and that is what led to that Carter Thompson 47-yard touchdown. You know, what a pass that was. You know, we love to praise the Red Devils, but we have got to give this Panthers team credit for what they have done. So far this game, they have found excellent routes to break that Red Devil defense. As I mentioned earlier, Thompson had his first big break, not even really throughout the season, but through this game. You know, 50 yards, that's nothing to laugh at. Marksberry as well, so that's already 2 passing touchdowns for Peyton Hayden. We've seen he can run, he can throw. What do you think he's looking to do here in the second half?
More and more of that, but they have had some miscues on both sides of the ball, and penalties. We have seen a ton of them by both sides, more leaning on the Jennings County roster. But you just don't want those miscues in a high school football game. But this game right now is seeming to be a thriller.
And this Panthers team last week against Floyd Central lost to the Highlanders 28-3, just smacked them around. They fell to 1-7 on the season. They're now 0-5 in Hoosier Hills conference play, dead last in the Hoosier Hills standings. The Red Devils not too far ahead of them, but looking to change that as they are looking to roll over this Panthers team going into the second half. And now this Jennings County team, as I mentioned just a moment ago, they have had quite the not-so-good season so far. They fell to 1-7. They were under new coaching by Justin Baldwin. Earlier this year, Coach Justin Sharp resigned for that Panther team. Unfortunately for this Panthers team, they have not beat the Red Devils in a mighty long time. The last 5 outings, the Red Devils have won all 5. The all-time series, the Red Devils are winning 29-4. And man, this Red Devil team, they seem to have had this Panthers number, as I've almost mentioned, you know, throughout the game. You know, they've definitely had it so far throughout here, but even throughout the entire matchups between the Red Devils and the Panthers just can't get anything going ever. And as we've seen so far, the Red Devils are looking to continue that streak. 26-14 at halftime is where you're looking at. Jeffersonville, the last game played against the Panthers last year, they had a dominant 41-14 victory at the Panthers' place as well, so they are no joke. Especially last year, Red Devils looking to continue that at home.
And I'd like to mention that Jennings County win, as we hope to have it this year, was part of the winning streak that was followed by a win against the B&L Stars that led these Red Devils into their playoff run and got them their sectional title.
And it's like you mentioned, Mr. Gardner, when you get that run, you beat a team like Jennings County, you want to mark that down. Then you mentioned they beat B&L, you're going to get into the playoffs. Then you got into sectionals. Then you defeat both your rivals, Floyd Central and the Bulldogs, claiming your sectional title after, a shaky start to the season with injuries. What a phenomenal ending that was for the Red Devils. We'll continue that next week as sectionals do begin.
And they do play against Floyd as they did in their first round last year, and they hope to upset the Highlanders again, as this Highlanders team is not as strong as it was last year, but we did see in the earlier meeting by the Red Devils versus the Highlanders that they did fall short of the win, and the Red Devils are hoping to get the win when it counts in the sectional playoffs.
And that first round bye there in the Hoosier Hills tournament is, of course, the Bulldogs. The New Albany Bulldogs, of course, the Red Devil rival. We did not fare so well against the Bulldogs earlier this year, led by, of course, quarterback Darrell Simmons. And, man, he is a player. As we've seen so far for Peyton Hayden, this is this Jennings County quarterback. He can run and he can pass. Darrell Simmons can do it all. He plays on defense as well. He plays linebacking. He plays as a linebacker. He can play in the secondary. He does not sit when he is at a football game. And it showed so far because, this Bulldogs team, they've got a bye.
Definitely, and they've shown why they deserve that throughout these games. And honestly, in the preseason, before the season started, everyone was thriving off of the Red Devils sectional championship and thought it would be a tough battle between the Highlanders and the New Albany Bulldogs to receive the lead of this division, but the Red Devils have fallen short of their expectations, but looking to continue this good winning start that they have to this game and hopefully lead it into the next games.
And as you mentioned, it's kind of the winning culture that Coach Parker has built into this Red Devil football team. They have been, in the Hoosier Hills for decades now, and they have fared quite well against their rivals, like I said, last year, taking the sectional title, sadly falling short to Castle in those regionals. But the Red Devils, they have heart, as we've seen so far. They've been beaten down quite bad a few games so far this season. That game against New Albany, I believe 41-19 was that final score. Against Mount Vernon at Mount Vernon, to be fair, Red Devils didn't fare so well. But then they're coming out here, and Mansfield, he's still coming out and getting two touchdown quarters. Phillips, he's still rushing it into the end zone. He has 10 total touchdowns on this year now, maybe entering an 11 territory. Julian, right over the middle. These are all from this game by itself. That was 20 yards too, Julian, and he made his space right over the middle. This Red Devil team has heart. It was installed by this amazing coaching staff that we do have here at Jeffersonville. And they're looking to carry that there into sectionals.
And I'd like to talk about that New Albany loss because in the first half and going into the third quarter, it was a tight game there with only one possession difference between the two teams, but the Red Devils just collapsed around the end of the third to the fourth quarter. So you can hold on to those three quarters to start the game and hope that the Red Devils have a chance against the New Albany Bulldogs in the sectional playoffs if they match up against them in the second round.
The only unfortunate thing here heading into that sectional tournament is that, this Red Devil team, they have had trouble stopping the run. But the thing is, this Hoosier Hills Conference, it is a running conference. Last week we took on the Columbus East Olympians. Trice Villarreal dominated the Red Devils that game. He ended up with 3 rushing touchdowns total. We played New Albany, as I mentioned. Just quarterback Darrell Simmons was able to do anything he wanted to that Red Devil offense. And he's a quarterback. Imagine what, the best running back in the conference is going to do against us.
Definitely. And the way the playoff bracket for the sectionals right now is next week, Jeffersonville will face against Floyd Central, and New Albany, Seymour, and Bedford and North Lawrence have the first week bye. The next week, it will be the winner of the Jeffersonville and Floyd Central game going against the 5-3 New Albany Bulldogs. And on the other side, Seymour and B&L will be facing off, and the winner of that game will go against the winner of the New Albany game.
And unfortunately, the Red Devils will not be able to carry a home field advantage to either the Floyd Central or the New Albany games next week at Floyd Central, of course. And whoever wins, as you mentioned, takes on that Bulldog team who is looking to make a deep run in this Hoosier Hills playoff, maybe even farther. Let's hope not, as we seen last year. They might not be able to. Now, as both teams begin to take the field, once again, the second 3-minute halftime marker is coming up here. We're looking to bring you some third quarter action here on 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. I'm Blake Beams, of course, joined by Nate Gardner, doing an excellent job at color commentary so far. You know, you could be listening on 98.5, the radio station, or YouTube channel at WJHI, the Red Devil Network, WJHI.com, or of course, channel cable 184. As you have seen quite the performance here so far from this Red Devil team, especially the offense. 26-14, Red Devils lead entering this second half. If you missed it earlier, I'll recap that first half. Mansfield began the game with a 58-yard rushing touchdown with about 11 minutes remaining there in the first quarter. The extra point, fortunately, could not get off. 6-0 was that score. Cole Marksberry got a 34-yard passing touchdown sent away by Peyton Hayden with about 7:40 remaining there in that first. That extra point was good by Ian Seymour. 7-6 extended that lead for the Panthers. Mansfield got another touchdown that quarter to close it out. About a 6-yard rush, 3:22 remaining there. 2-point conversion was the first one the Red Devils went for. It was unfortunately no good, bringing that score up 12-7 Red Devils. Then Peyton Hayden sent it over to Carter Thompson right over the middle for an amazing 47-yard touchdown pass with 4:11 remaining there in the second quarter. A pretty late second quarter boom for either team, but that extra point was good, making the score 14-12 Panthers. And then Phillips was able to sneak it in on a 1-yard touchdown rush. About 30 seconds remaining there in that second quarter. 2-point conversion, no good. Make that score 18-14. And then the biggest play of the game here happened for the Red Devils as Hannah Magruder sent it away. Unfortunately for the Panthers, they cannot keep a hold of that kickoff, and they weren't able to jump on it, so the Red Devils took it right away from them. And after a few flags on the play, the Red Devils finally made it out onto the field on offense, and Phillips was able to send that over to Davari Julian for a 20-yard pass touchdown, his 5th on the year.
And one thing I'd like to mention is that that play could have happened on a previous attempt because there was some miscommunication by the referees on the field that the previous kickoff, which was also bobbled by the Jennings County Panthers, but it was blown dead too early, so they made the kickoff happen again, and once again another bobble, but that time it stayed live and the Red Devils capitalized.
And the Red Devils will be defending here to open the second half. Earlier in the game, the Panthers did win the coin flip, but they decided to defer, not something you commonly see at this high school level. But as I mentioned, the Red Devils will kick it off here, so maybe this was a Panther plan all along.
And it will be sophomore Hannah Magruder back out there to kick again, with Javi De Jesus going for the kick to end the first half there, but Hannah has made her way back out on the field to kick off.
As you mentioned, De Jesus closed out that first half. You know, you want that power behind that kick. You know, you only had 1 second left. You don't want a returning touchdown. And
especially with the veteran kicker who was the starting kicker for the Red Devils in the previous year.
The Panthers back there once again at about their own 20-yard line. Magruder's going to be sending it off from, of course, the 40-yard line in Red Devil territory. 26-14 Red Devils is your score as we enter here into the second half. This one's going to be brought up by Cole Marksberry, and he's going to get quite the run himself well into Red Devil territory, marking about the 47-yard line. bringing up a first down for this Panthers offense.
By Hayden Prather.
Prather was able to get that tackle there for the Red Devils. You know, Marksberry is very quick. He's very explosive. If he was able to break one more tackle, he might have been gone for an even bigger gain. Fortunately for the Red Devils, did not occur.
And it looks like we keep on seeing a similar kick over and over by Hannah Magruder on the kickoffs. It looks like they're trying to go for a little bit of a helicopter-style kick and hope to get the Panthers to fumble as they did on the previous kickoff.
And here's Peyton Hayden back at the quarterback slot once again for the Panthers. It's probably going to be Haynes back there with him. Back in the shotgun formation. There is a man in motion. That's Colton Ross. He's going to look to block, however. Now Peyton is looking to run it up. He's going to get about a 4-yard gain for the Panthers, bringing up second down. Give him about a 2nd and 6. On the 46-yard line. Make that the 43-yard line in Red Devil territory. De Jesus with the tackle there. He can do it on both sides of the ball, as we've seen. Peyton Hayden's looking to break the huddle here for this Panthers offense, looking to get something going here. They desperately need it off of that beautiful closing of that half by the Red Devils. They got that 2-point conversion to finally go down as well. Now here's Peyton Hayden. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to send it deep. And what a breakup that was there by Vance Boyd. An excellent coverage there by that Red Devil secondary. But of course, like I mentioned, by Boyd, he was able to break that pass directed towards Marksberry, and that is the guy to go to so far this game. Carter Thompson as well has had quite the game himself, especially in that deep ball setting. Bringing up third down for the Panthers. The Red Devils already in the best looking defense they've seen so far this game. 3rd and 6 at the 43-yard line in Red Devil territory is where the Panthers will be spotted. Peyton is back once again with Haynes. Here's Marksberry in motion. Marksberry's going to fumble it, but he's going to jump back on it this time. For the Panthers, they're going to lose quite a bit of yardage, bringing up 4th down here for the Panthers. The Red Devils off to a great start defensively.
Definitely, and there was definitely a miscommunication on the snap there, as the ball was not handed off to the running back without a bobble there. And Jennings County will have to punt, most likely here.
And miscommunication is a word we have used quite a bit so far this game, and it's exactly just what's been happening between this Panthers offense. You know, there's been so many fumbles, even on the special teams. I believe there's been, 2 fumbles there? One resulting in a Red Devil touchdown even.
It looks like there may be a delay of game flag here, as Jennings County was not knowing what to do on this play. And the ball seems to be moving back, and the punting team will be coming out.
Flags on the field.
And as you mentioned, that punting unit is going to come out here for this Panthers team. Probably the most ideal move here. You know, you're not completely out of reach so far. You know, there was that delay of game call. Looks like a sideline warning, actually.
So there might have been a coach interference there with the referee not too excited about the previous call.
And you do not see that often at all, but this Jennings County punting team will come out regardless. Back to send it away is Ian Sawyer once more. He's had quite the game as well. A few extra points. He's been an amazing punter so far, sent to the end zone a few times. What a snap that's going to be, but Sawyer is going to be able to get it and send it off. And it's going to be picked up here by Julian, and Julian was able to evade the tackle from Peyton Hayden, and he is going far. He's already at the 50, in the 40, in Panthers territory, finally brought down at the 35-yard line in Panthers territory. And what a gain there by the Red Devils. That was about a 70-yard return there.
And definitely there was a good punt on that play, but that may be called back as there is a flag down on the play. We will see here.
It looks like there's actually a man down here for the Panthers.
But if this flag stands, then that big return might be called back, but the Red Devils will still have offense, and it seems to have been a holding call against the Red Devils, and while they retain possession, it will not be near the 30-yard line. It will be near the 30-yard line of the Panthers.
And a very unfortunate callback. As you heard, Mr. Gardner, I was getting quite excited for this Red Devils special teams. Julian showing why he is one of the best receivers throughout all of southern Indiana, especially showing out on this senior night. So the Red Devils are going to stay at a first down, but as you mentioned, they're going to be brought all the way back into their own territory at about the 22-yard line. It looks like they're going to spot them. Cole Phillips trots back out here for the Red Devils. It's looking like an all-time game for him as well. Normally you see rotational snaps between him and backup quarterback Nick Schindler, but not throughout this game. And Julian was in motion, but we're looking at a flag on the play.
It looks like that was yet another offsides call on the Panthers. Oh, never mind. It will be an illegal procedure by the Red Devils, and they will be moved back 5 yards.
We've heard quite a few of those so far this game against both teams. And, you know, that's kind of just a lack of discipline on both sides. You know, you're about into the second half. You don't want to have those any longer. Speaking of, your score, 26-14. Red Devils, 8:53 remaining here in this third quarter. Phillips in the shotgun. He's going to get off to Mansfield. Mansfield's going to truck one man. He's not going to get that big of a gain. He'll probably get about a 4-yard gain there. And bring up second down.
And we've seen illegal procedure. I'd like to just talk about that flag for a second. That flag can be on many things, as it could mean a receiver did not mark themselves as eligible when they were on the line, or it could mean that on the snap that a receiver was motioning forward instead of to the right or left, resulting in the flag.
And here's Phillips back with Mansfield once again. Mansfield's going to get the ball. He's going to try to create some room. He'll get a little bit of yardage, not a whole lot. And is there a fumble on the play? It looks like it.
Mansfield on the carry.
And we'll see what they rule here. The Panthers are on top of the ball, but it looks like they're going to call him down before that fumble. So there is no fumble against the Red Devils. Mansfield got a solid gain, about 3 of 4. A 3rd and 7 is where you're looking at for the Red Devils at the 25-yard line in their own territory. Looking to get the first score of the second half here. 7:30 remaining here in this third quarter. 26 Red Devils, 14 Panthers is your score. And here's Phillips back with Mansfield once again. Give it to him again. Why not? He's going to try to drive right up the middle. And he is carrying men with him. And he will not get enough for a first. But, man, what a showing that was. He had about 4 different bodies on him, and he still managed to draw it up about a 3-yard gain there.
Quite curious what's happening here, as Cole Phillips is receiving the call from the Red Devils coaches, and the offense will stay back out in their own position. This is a very questionable play, but if the Red Devils can get this off, this will really shift the momentum that is already in their favor even further away from the Jennings County Panthers.
And it certainly has worked so far, so Coach Parker looking to get that once again. This ball is snapped. It's going to be a handoff to Mansfield. Quite the surprising call here.
Mansfield carry.
And we'll see what they rule here. And they're going to give him the first down. I was questioning that call, running on 4th down, especially, it's pretty 4th and pretty short, but, you never kind of associate a 4th down and running, but they got it there. Great call there by Coach Parker, and an even greater run there by Mansfield.
Yeah, and it was quite a risky call, and the thing with those 4th down calls is you think they're the best play in the world if they work, but if they don't work, you think they're the worst play ever imagined.
Here's Mansfield once again. He's going to break through, almost trucks a referee, manages to get out of the way right before the unstoppable force moves ahead. He's going to get about a 9-yard gain there. He's going to bring up a second down, a second and short, however, and that will be a 9-yard gain for Mansfield. 6 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Looking at a 2nd and 1, 26-14. Red Devils is your score in this Friday Night Lights presentation. Your Jeffersonville Red Devils are taking on the Jennings County Panthers. the Red Devils a history of dominance against this Panthers team, 29-4 all time throughout the series. They've won way past the last 5 matchups against the Panthers. Here's Phillips back with Mansfield once again. He's going to get over to Laird this time, and Laird is going to push in for an easy first down. A nice little gain of about, I would say about 10 there, right into Panthers territory. And Laird, he is a big man, as we saw there. He had secondary defender right on him, but he just managed to get right in. That was Ross who was able to make that tackle. Now Laird is a freshman. He is already 6'3". He is a giant out there on the field. And this Red Devils offense is going to look to include him in future runs.
And we saw him earlier with the 2-point conversion catch near the end of the half. And we see Cole Phillips hand it off again to number 23. And Davari Julian will get around 5 yards on that carry around the 40-yard line of the Jennings County Panthers.
And a nice show of respect and sportsmanship there from Marksberry. Getting Julian up himself, saying great run. Pick up a 5 for the Red Devils. That's going to bring up a second down.
And you love to see good sportsmanship moments like that, as in football with a high contact, you see a lot of aggression that leads to unsportsmanlike conduct. But when you can see some brightness and some good sportsmanship out there, that's why you can love the game of football.
And here is Stevenson in motion, but there is going to be another flag. You got to wonder, is it going to be another illegal procedure? We will hear
It'll be a false start by the Red Devils, and it'll move back 5 yards. And yet again, another penalty by these teams. And the Red Devils, while it seemed like the Jennings County Panthers would have more penalties, have quickly caught up with them, and it will be a timeout by the Red Devils.
Now, I'm not sure if you saw, Mr. Gardner, who is the man moving there for the Red Devils. I was not able to catch it. Like I was saying a moment ago, could have been another illegal procedure, but like you mentioned, it was an offsides, bringing up 2nd and 11 for the Red Devils. Trips right for Phillips. Here's Mansfield back there with him. He's going to get it off to Zion, because why not? He's done it so far. And Mansfield's going to fight his way through about 6 yards after original contact. Going to drag about 4 dudes with him 4 yards.
And you can see at the end there, he leaned back and just had the ball in his hand and just tried to get as many yards as he could as he was falling down.
And we've seen so far Mansfield with that stocky build is able to create holes for himself and run over any defender in his way, but was unable to reach for a few more yards. But regardless, this will be a 3rd and 2 for the Red Devils. And Julian isn't even back there. Pardon me. Mansfield is not even back there. With Phillips this time, instead it's going to be handed off to Julian. And I do not believe he's going to get that first down.
And there is just around 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this third quarter right here. This drive has taken up a lot of time, and if the Red Devils can score here, it may put the game out of contention for these Panthers.
This drive has taken up a lot of time, as you mentioned. That was kind of in the back of my head. I wasn't even really thinking of it. But like you said, taking up so much time here off the clock. You know, as you mentioned, you're only 3 minutes left here in this third quarter. This Red Devil team's pace is beautiful so far. And Phillips is looking to pass this time. On the 4th down, he's going to get the first again.
Rajon Laird.
And man, Laird, what a game he has had. We mentioned so many times the freshman. And man, this is kind of his breakout game, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. We've seen him come out periodically on snaps in the previous games, but now he's finally having his chance to shine on Friday in the with the night lights.
And Mansfield is back there with Phillips once again in that shotgun. Phillips looking to pass again. He's going to get it over to Laird again. And Laird's going to break a tackle. And he's going to get to the 15-yard line in Panther territory. And ladies and gentlemen listening on the radio, you didn't see it. You must have wondered why I got so excited over a broken tackle. He had his arms wrapped all the way around Laird there. He still managed to break it.
And man, if number 2 Sam Berkman did not get that tackle on his legs, he may have had the chance to make it all the way for the Red Devils. But an amazing play by Rajon Laird.
And Laird, 6'3", he's got them long strides. He could have easily taken it into the end zone like you just mentioned. But instead, Phillips is out of trips right here on 4th down. He's going to get to Laird again, and it will barely be incomplete. Just phenomenal coverage there by the Panthers. And it looks like Laird's been mad at himself. I don't see why. He actually almost got it. My voice raised a little bit there.
You can see that the play caller right there, Oracle Phillips, is definitely trying to reward Rajon Laird for his early contributions to this drive and this game. We'll see if this ball goes to him again.
And why not get it to that hot man? And Mansfield, he's going to get a nice little gain himself. He's going to fall short of that first down marker just barely. It's going to bring up a third and very short. Minute 45 remaining here in this third quarter. They are going to rule him down at the 7-yard line in Panthers territory. Third down is where you're looking at for the Red Devils. Trips right for Phillips. Laird lonesome by himself on the left. Phillips going to hand it off to Mansfield this time, however. He's going to get that first down. He's not going to take it into the end zone quite yet, but he's going to get all the way to that 2nd-yard line for the Red Devils in Panthers territory. The most ideal position you can be in here for the Red Devils, showing out on the senior night matchup against the Jennings County Panthers. First and goal is where the Red Devils are looking this time. Phillips is lined up in an I formation, pretty uncommon from this Red Devil offense. He's going to get off to Mansfield. Mansfield's going to try to get in. They're going to roll him just short. It looked like he was going to try to leap over that defensive line there, but unfortunately cannot get anything to go.
Phillips hands to Mansfield.
And Mansfield took quite the bump on the way down there, but got right back up. You know, he is a tank, as we've seen throughout the season so far. Clock winding down, about 28 seconds here in the third quarter. 26-14. Red Devils is your score. Quite the performance they have played out so far, and the snap is back to Phillips. He's looking to sneak it in. He's going to fall short once again. You know, that's 3 straight plays where the Red Devils can't punch it in from the 2-yard line. Unfortunate and pretty uncommon for this Red Devil team. You know, you got Mansfield back there. You got Julian whenever you need him. You got Phillips, who we've seen could rush it in.
But now we will go into fourth quarter with the Red Devil lead, 26-14, down at the opponent's 1-yard line, looking to punch it in for another touchdown for these Red Devils, who have had an amazing outing on offense so far, and a decent outing on defense as well.
And before we continue into this fourth down, I would like to mention that you are listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network, whether you're listening on 98.5 FM, WJHI's YouTube channel, the Red Devil Network, the WJHI website, or of course, cable channel 184. Blake Beams, Nate Gardner, Red Devils versus the Panthers. We've got you covered all night here. And entering the fourth quarter, a little recap. The game began with Zion Mansfield had an explosive 60-yard rushing touchdown, 11:38 in that first. An extra point unfortunately missed, making that a 6-0 lead for the Red Devils. Marks Berry for the Panthers got that sent his way from Peyton Hayden for a 34-yard passing touchdown. That extra point was good. 7-6 is where that led us. Mansfield again with another 6-yard rushing touchdown in that first quarter. That was the last first quarter score of the game. The 2-point conversion was no good. 12-7 was your score there. Carter Thompson with the strikes first in that second quarter. He had a 47-yard touchdown from Peyton. Once again, he has 2 so far this game. That extra point was good, making a 14-12 lead for the Panthers. And Phillips with a 1-yard sneak. 30 seconds in that second quarter. 18-14, extra point no good. Julian got that 20-yard passing touchdown to end that first half. 2-point conversion finally good. 26-14, Red Devils was your score, which leads us into now no score in that third quarter. Now the Red Devils looking to finally punch it in here on this 3rd and 1. And we'll see what they roll, and they will roll another Red Devil touchdown as the fireworks go off. We'll have to see who had possession there.
It looks like it was number 87, Devonta Bailey, with that touchdown there.
Evan Clayton on the carry.
I apologize, that is Evan Clayton there on the touchdown carry. And the Red Devils will go out for the 2-point conversion here.
And how unusual is that? Evan Clayton, the typical senior linebacker, is out on the offense, and he rushed it in for a touchdown? Are you kidding me? You said Devontae Bailey, and of course, he is the tight end for this Red Devil offense. He hasn't seen much target so far this season. So if he got that in, I was going to be just as surprised. But Clayton, the linebacker's going to punch it in.
Point conversion.
The Red Devils are going to try to punch in another 2-point conversion. Mansfield is back there in the shotgun with Phillips. It's actually an I formation they're lining up in. Phillips is going to play action. He's going to get it off here to Evan Clayton again. Another 2-point conversion for the Red Devils, and what a drive there for Clayton. You know, you don't usually see him on offense, but man, what a drive there for Evan Clayton. 34-14, Red Devils with 11:55 remaining here in this game is your score. Red Devils with the lead.
And that drive, it encompassed, while the Jennings County Panthers had one drive on that third quarter, the Red Devils took up all the rest of that quarter and took 5 seconds of this quarter here.
That's the second good 2-point conversion of this game. They're now 50%. The Red Devils are. They have yet to go for an extra point since that first quarter blunder, but it has worked so far. You know, 50% from 2-point conversions. That is not bad at all. So as I mentioned a moment ago, your score 34-14. Red Devils on this Friday Night Lights presentation. It is senior night, and what a game these seniors are having. Evan Clayton with a touchdown. Davari Julian himself with a touchdown. Phillips has himself a few passing touchdowns. He's got a rushing touchdown as well.
And I'd like to mention that while it may be senior night, some youngsters are showing out. We saw Zion Mansfield having great touchdown runs, and the freshman Rajon Laird with his receptions.
Laird has played excellent, as you mentioned, and this kick from Magruder is going to send to Marksberry here for the Panthers, and he's broken a lot of tackles, and he's going to take it into Red Devil territory.
As Rajon Laird on the coverage there is the one to knock him out.
Man, Laird is everywhere so far, Mr. Gardner. The second half, this has been Laird's half. He's managed to set up quite a few scoring drives for the Red Devils. He has unfortunately yet to get that, into the end zone. But the Red Devils have been capitalizing off it, doing exactly what he needs to do to get this Red Devil team the victory here on this Friday night. And here comes Peyton Hayden back out for this Jennings County offense. Haynes is normally the disruptor for the Panthers. We have not seen much of him so far this game. Earlier, he was sharing snaps with John Hefo, but now he has taken over for the Panthers.
The interesting thing about this offense is we haven't seen much of it since the end of that first half there. So we'll see how they go.
And Peyton is going to send it way over the head of his intended receiver for the Panthers.
Peyton's pass deep for Carter Thompson.
To Carter Thompson is where he was aiming for. Thompson had himself quite a game as well. Mentioned earlier, he had that 47-yard passing touchdown in that second quarter. He was the one that kicked off the Panthers' first score.
And if that was just a little bit of a better throw, that could have been a close call as if they would have made the reception or not.
Now we have seen Thompson. He can make those catches just a way over the head. As here is Peyton back once again. He is going to bait this Red Devil defensive line and linebackers, and then he's going to take it himself. They're either going to put him at a 3rd and inches or they're going to give it to him. This is probably the closest we've seen to a first down so far this game. They're going to rule it as a 3rd down here, a 3rd and inches, if you will, for the Panthers. 3rd and 3 is where they're going to rule it. A gain of 7. 11:31 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 34-14 Red Devils is your score. Now here's Peyton Hayden back here in the shotgun formation. He has 3 men on his right. The lone receiver on his left is Carter Thompson. They're going to try to get it to him, but that pass broken up by the cornerback, Kion Stevenson. And man, what a breakup that was. The junior, he's gotten a lot more snaps ever since the transfer from Tyson Maddox over to the Louisville area. You know, he's gotten them snaps on offense. Have we seen he's an excellent defensive player as well, just playing that secondary. He was able to deflect that pass. Now 4th and 3rd is where the Panthers are going to be. They're going to be spotted at the 38-yard line in Red Devil territory. I have no doubt in my mind that the Panthers are going to look to go for it here. You know, why would you not? You're already down well over 3 scores. And here is Peyton Hayden lined up in the shotgun, and he is looking to pass. And the Red Devils are going to intercept it. Vance Boyd on the interception, and what a run he is taking it back to the 33-yard line in Panther territory. And Vance Boyd, one of his first interceptions on the year.
And that was just a great play by Vance Boyd, who is a linebacker slash punter this season after Yuri Brow fell down with an injury.
And as you mentioned, what a play there that was from Vance Boyd. The Red Devils ran a zone defense there. Now, the zone is quite controversial throughout the football world. You know, so you're going to let a man burn you, or you're going to let a man get that. And then you just saw he was kind of lurking around there in that middle part of that drive, and he was able to sneak out of nowhere, just snag that ball right out of the air, and Boyd took it all the way back for about, 30 yards?
It almost looked like, I don't know if the Jennings County quarterback saw it, but it almost looked like he threw right to him as he was a receiver.
And Phillips is going to hand it off to Mansfield, and what a out of bounds that is.
Looks like there may have been a late hit out of bounds on Zion Mansfield. It looks like it is in that area, but we will see.
It's actually going to be against the Red Devils, so it's probably going to be a holding, maybe a late hit out of bounds against them as well. And, man, you saw Mansfield there. He went flying out of that field. You know, he was out of the entire field there. He came back up. He was able to sneak back in. And it's going to be a holding on the Red Devils. And, man, what a run that would have been as well to cap off an amazing interception and return from Boyd. But this is going to send the Red Devils back another 10 yards. Replay first down at about a 1st and 20. 11:07 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 34-14 Red Devils is your score. Curl, the lone receiver for Phillips, on the left. He has trips right. Mansfield's back there with him in the shotgun. You can only imagine what they're trying to do with him. He's going to run it right up the middle, and he's going to be gone, ladies and gentlemen. Marksberry is trying to chase him down. He cannot get it, but Zion Mansfield, the 37-yard touchdown, his 3rd of the game.
Can this Mansfield kid be stopped?
And it kind of seems like an exaggeration. It seems like a joke almost. But no, he cannot. He is 2 in the 1st quarter. He just took it in for another, in the 4th. And this Red Devil team already putting up 40 here.
I'd like to redact my statement, too. That man is not a kid. That is a man out there running that football. And the Red Devils will go for the 2-point conversion again. We'll see what happens on this play right here.
That is 2 touchdowns for the Red Devils in a matter of under a minute. Where have we seen that before? I wonder. And they are going to go for 2 here. Looking like the same play. Phillips is in the play action, but he's going to send it well over the head of his intended receiver, Devontae Bailey. Mentioned him up earlier.
And it looks like Bailey was wide open there, but facing pressure, Cole Phillips was not able to get the ball to him.
Ridiculous pressure as well. So that 2-point conversion will be no good, making your score 40-14. Red Devils, 10:59 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And wow, Mr. Gardner, the Red Devils have played the best football they've played all season tonight. Mansfield showing exactly what he can do. Davari Julian running the routes we know he can run. He's got a few rushing yards as well. And Phillips just finding every man he could get, getting him into that end zone. As the Red Devil fight song roars over the stadium here. And man, that is the 2nd time this game that the Red Devils have managed to sneak in 2 touchdowns in less than a minute. Earlier, as we mentioned, in the 2nd quarter, Phillips was able to sneak it in. About 30 seconds remaining, then get it over to Julian in a 1 second. Get 2 touchdowns there, and now Clayton earlier had that 2-yard rushing touchdown. Don't see that very often with 11:55 remaining here in the second.
We see Magruder back out to kick, who we have not seen kick a point after touchdown since the first quarter, where there was a miscommunication on the snap.
Yeah, and she wasn't even able to send it away, as you just brought up. So, you know, she's only gotten these kickoffs so far. No extra points. Been able to be really attempted. Here's Magruder sending it off. It's going to get to Marksberry once again, and Marksberry's going to lateral it. They're not going to get much, but it was worth a shot from the Panthers. That was out of nowhere as well.
It looks like that may have been a designed play, as the Red Devils have kicked it to that area consecutively, and I bet the Jennings County team was looking forward to hopefully confusing the Red Devil defense there, but didn't get it, and the Red Devil defense will come out, and the Jennings County Panthers will be in their own field position around the 37-yard line.
And Marksberry is not a bad returner at all. We saw him earlier, took it back for 20 yards quite a few times. You know, they just didn't really trust him on that one as he lateraled it off. You know, you don't see that very often in high school. But now here's Peyton Hayden back out for the Panthers, and he's going to try to get a little run in. He's going to break a few tackles, but he's going to get brought down out of bounds. And that's going to be a gain, probably about a 5-yard gain for the Panthers. Stevenson and Swearingen managed to get that tackle, send him out of bounds. You wonder how much they're going to try to use Peyton Hayden's legs throughout the rest of this game. You know, you're approaching 10.5 minutes remaining here. And the whole game, it's kind of out of reach for you. Back there with Hayden is Haynes once again. Has not gotten many runs in so far. He's been the premier running back for this Panthers offense. Have chosen not to run it so far. Had trips to his right. Hayden's looking to throw it. And it's just going to be underthrown, intended towards Marksberry. And it really makes me think there, you know, you kind of walked back quite a bit if you were Hayden, and he tried to send it away there. Was it an underthrow or was it an overrun there from Marksberry? Because they were down deep. That would have probably been around a 40-yard pass if he did able to get it down here.
Well, that pass right there was pressured by 28 Evan Clayton, who has made plays on both sides of the ball this game right here. And he just got back and pressured the quarterback to make a short throw there. And he was successful.
And what a senior night he's been having. You know, as you mentioned, he had the touchdown. He's gotten quite a few deflections. And here's Peyton Hayden on this snap. He's looking to send it away again to Marksberry, and he almost got that one-handed reception covered by two Red Devil secondary defenders. He could not clutch it in, however, bringing up a 4th down for the Panthers, a 4th and 8 to be exact. And this Red Devil defense has shown out in this second half.
And you wonder what the Panthers will dial up here, as down this much, they need a touchdown here. They can't just punt the ball away and hope to get another possession. As we see, this Red Devils team can chew a lot of clock if they want to. So 9 minutes is not safe for any team with this Red Devils.
And here come the Panthers breaking their huddle. They will be going for it on this 4th and 8 drive. Probably the best decision here. Peyton Hayden is looking to throw, but he is getting pressure from all sides.
And I believe that was to an ineligible receiver right there. That was to number... Looks like we do not have him on our list here.
Zach Reason was the one who was able to catch that reception. But as you mentioned, he was an illegal receiver. You know, why are you doing that? You know, I understand you had to throw it up if you are Peyton Hayden, but, you know, he's coming in at like a 6'2" frame. You know, you can see over that defense, you know, not to just lob it up to your lineman.
Yeah, I'm sure that lineman loved that play. Getting the ball in his hands doesn't probably get that much, and honestly, it probably would have been a better play by the lineman to drop it there.
And Julian last week, you know, for the Red Devils, we saw him have that like 180 turn midair to get the Red Devils' only score of the game and take it in. That you kind of saw that there from Reason. He kind of, the big man, all lineman, turned himself contorted in air, was able to take it. was not the best idea, but he got it regardless. So it's going to be a replay of 4th down. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty against the Panthers, bringing them back quite a bit. That's probably going to leave them at about a 4th and 23. Now you really wonder what this Panthers team is going to do.
Repeat 4th down.
4th and 8 is where they're going to place them at the 25-yard line. 4th and 2, 4th and 22, 25-yard line. And Panthers territory, they're going to go for it because why not? And Payne Hayden's going to send it far to Marksberry, this time overthrown, and Marksberry was open there.
I just like to talk about that throw power. That was from around the 20-yard line and got to the other side of the 20-yard line, so that was around a 60-yard missed throw there. But that throw power, to throw the ball 60 yards, is not seen much in high school football. And while it was a missed throw and the Red Devil offense will come back out, you got to be happy about that going into their next game, if you can be happy about much from this game.
Sure, they'll find something to take away. As the Red Devils are looking to bring in their second stringers, Phillips still in, however, for the Red Devils. He's going to hand it off here. It looks like
to Cameron Allen, number 27, the senior running back.
It's the first time you're going to see him in this game.
And good for him. On senior night, getting his carries in a good, almost blowout win by the Red Devils.
Well, we do still have 9 minutes remaining here in this 4th quarter, but we do hope to lead into a blowout win. And as you mentioned, Cameron Allen is back there with Phillips in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to him. He's not going to get much. In fact, he's going to be sent back. And man, he hit the ground really hard there. It's going to bring up 3rd down for the Red Devils. Maybe a gain of 1, maybe give them 2. You're looking at about a 3rd and a medium.
We see Rajon Laird back on the field. We'll see if this Red Devils team goes back to him as they have in the previous game. In the previous downs in this game.
We also got Stevenson out there now on the offense, as we mentioned earlier. He's been in quite a bit of snaps since Maddox sent out. Now here's Phillips. He's going to try to send it over the middle, intended for Laird, but it is incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Colton Ross was able to interrupt that pass there. Great defense that was, and now the Panthers went forward on 4th down. They're on a 4th and 22, well into their own territory. I don't see why the Red Devils aren't going to go for it on their own 4th down and Panthers territory.
I like this call. It's really confusing why you wouldn't at least try to give a chance to Hannah Magruder to make this field goal and possibly see if she can make a field goal. But as we see a run here by Cameron Allen, and it will be down short, almost a loss there, and it will be 1st down for the Jennings County Panthers there. And it's an interesting call there why they went for a run. I know how they can trust their first 2 running backs, but a running back that has not seen the field much, to trust him with that ball in that position is quite interesting there.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network. Your Jeffersonville Red Devils are taking on the Jennings County Panthers here at the senior night at Jeffersonville. The Red Devils lead 40-14 currently, 8:02 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A turnover on downs was against the Red Devils momentary ago. As this Panthers team rolls back out here, looks like there's going to be a timeout. Going to be going against the Red Devils. Coach Parker has had quite a few of those this game, looking to just get things over with. The team, as you mentioned earlier, they're kind of blowing them out here so far. And getting this, don't let them get to you. You can let up a little bit, but never really give up completely, because as we saw against that Seymour team in our first game of the year, Seymour managed to have quite the comeback in the second half. The Red Devils did manage to pull away with the victory, but that secondary defense can be lacking at times. That was Coach Parker's first charge timeout of the half. a dominant outing here for the Red Devils. Will definitely be going up happy if they manage to retain this lead. As Coach Parker sends this Red Devil defense back out here onto the field. Peyton Hayden and Haynes back there once again. As I mentioned earlier, you haven't seen much of Haynes so far this game. Quite shocking. He can run the ball at will when this Panthers team needs him to. But here is Hayden. See what they're looking for, and they're going to hand it off to Haynes. As I just mentioned, he is going to get a solid gain. He might have gotten that first down. The marker got pulled down a moment ago, right before he made it all the way there. And we'll see, and they are going to advance the sticks. A nice 10-yard run, and that was just barely a first down there. As you and I both saw, we thought he might have been just a few inches short. No, they're going to give it to him. Just barely at that first down marker. But the 34-yard line in Panthers territory. It is 1st and 10. Looking to get a score, maybe go home a little bit happier than what you are now. It's going to be handed off here by the Panthers. And what a tackle there that was for the Red Devils. That was handed off to Liam Sherwood. And then Rafe Swearingen, the safety. What an explosive tackle there. You most likely heard this Red Devil crowd getting very loud, and it's because what a hit it was from Swearingen. He's had quite the game as well. The senior, the first-year senior here at Jeffersonville, transferred from the Highlanders last year. Currently enrolled with WJHI as well. Here's Peyton Hayden, lined up with Haynes once again. 2nd and down. Here's Hayden. He's going to send it deep. That intended for Lane Kirchner, his first of the game. He is not going to get it, however. The pass is broken up by a few Red Devil defenders. That looks like it was actually intended for Carter Thompson. Now, he's had quite the game, but when you're getting guarded like that, what are you going to do?
Yeah, there's not much. Once you have a good game, then people want to defend you more, and it's seeming to start to work.
And it's feeling like Peyton Hayden has almost locked into this mode where, you know what, I'm just going to throw where Coach tells me. And, you know, you want to take that to an extent, but sometimes you can't just be throwing that. We saw that Vance Boyd interception earlier. That was one, and just now that failed to Carter as well. And man, what a truck there from Peyton Hayden. He decided to take it himself out of the shotgun, and he trucked a Red Devil defender. Did not see who that was there, but he was able to eventually force him out of bounds. They were going to get that first down, however.
And it looks like, I'd imagine this quarterback's mindset right here is, if I lose my first read, I'm going to run out of the pocket and see if I can gain extra yards or find another receiver in my route tree that I can get the ball to.
And here comes this Panthers offense still into their territory, but trying to edge out here. They're at about the 48-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Take that back. I'm not quite sure what we're seeing here.
Looks like the officials had some miscommunication there that they just wanted to get through.
So here comes Peyton Hayden lined up with Haynes once again. He's going to get it to Haynes on a screen pass, but it's going to fall way short at the feet. I'm not quite sure what that throw was. No, there was pressure coming, but he was about 6-7 feet behind. I'm not quite sure what that throw was.
That was quite an interesting play that almost looks similar to a Red Devils play in the first quarter, where we noticed Cole Phillips throw it down in the ground to the receiver. And you could see that there was Red Devil defensive players that were close to the receiver there, and maybe the quarterback just made the executive decision that rather not have the turnover and just get the down over with nothing.
2nd and long is where these Panthers are looking at. Peyton Hayden's going to look at taking himself again. He's going to be almost body slammed there
by the Red Devils. That tackle was from Chance Johnsman, the freshman. And man just grabbed him and sent him all the way to the ground. He did get a few yards, but tackles like that you just love to see, especially from a freshman, you know, not afraid to get down and dirty. Taking down that senior Peyton Hayden, as we mentioned, the quarterback for the Panthers. He's back there once again with Haynes in the shotgun. He has Trips right and Thompson on his left. And Peyton Hayden's going to take it once again on 3rd and 6. He is going to fall short of that marker. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Panthers. And this Red Devil crowd unleashing applause for the game they have seen so far, because what a showout it's been for the Red Devils. You know, you're approaching about 4:35 remaining here left in this game on senior night. 40-14, Red Devils is your score. And man, this is just going to be a feel-good victory for this Red Devil team.
Barring any crazy comeback, of course.
And here's Haynes and Peyton back here once again. This time, Peyton's going to have 3 to his left, the bottom of your screen. This time, it's actually going to be handed off to Matthew Hines, and he will get that 1st down.
Carries for Jennings, 1st down.
Nice little gain there from Hines. Haven't seen much of him throughout this game so far. He's had occasional few snaps like we just saw. So able to take that in there. For the Panther 1st down. Clock still winding down. 3:48 remaining here in this 4th quarter. If you're just now tuning in, Red Devils are in the lead against the Jennings County Panthers 40-14. Panthers in Red Devil territory with 1st and 10. 3:35 to go here. Hand it off to Hines once more. This one, Matthew Hines. A few Hines on this Jennings County team. It's going to get about a 5-yard gain. Give him about a 2nd and 5, I would say.
On the stop.
But now this Panthers offense is finally looking to get another score here. They have not scored since that 2nd quarter, and they managed to get it with that 1st score of the 2nd quarter. You know, you love it if you're the Red Devils. You hate it if you're the Panthers. It's going to be screened off here. This time it's going to get off to Carter Thompson. Another big tackle here.
And I'd just like to mention, in at quarterback for that snap was number 9, Drew Berkman, the junior, I apologize, the sophomore quarterback.
Carries, Swearingen tackles.
And it's probably a good call by the Jennings County team here to get their younger guy reps at quarterback in this most likely loss that we see here.
And as you have mentioned, Berkman is out here for the Panthers. There's going to be a nice little run here from Liam Sherwood, the sophomore. Yes, he will get that 1st down. You know, if you're a Panthers team, you love to see the young guys getting in some reps, and that's what they're looking to do. So a lot of substitutions, as you mentioned, for the Panthers. You know, Berkman came in for Peyton Hayden. Hines came in for Haynes. You know, Hines came in for Haynes. You know, say that 5 times fast. Liam Sherwood was able to come in as well.
It's interesting. We saw that motion on 2 straight plays. If we will see that again, or we'll get to see the young buck throw the ball.
They're going to get off to Hines once more. He's not going to get many, but he'll probably get around 4. Bring up that 2nd and down.
Isaiah Martin on the tackle.
Isaiah Martin with that tackle for the Red Devils.
Hines carries, picks up 1. 2nd and 9.
2nd down for this Panthers team. They're not going to give him much. They'll probably give him about a yard here. And the clock is winding down here. We have a minute remaining here in this game. 40-14. Red Devils is your score. We'll look to recap right after the game and send this Red Devil fan base off and whoever else be listening, and have a wonderful night. And Berkman is going to get this snap here. It's going to be off the fingertips of Liam Sherwood. Go out of bounds. It's going to stop the clock at the 42-second mark for this game.
And a little bit of an inauspicious first throw there for number 9, Drew Berkman, the sophomore.
And, you have a sophomore quarterback. That's going to happen typically. We have a great sophomore quarterback in Nick Schindler. He has shown he could be a starter in almost any team in this Hoosier Hills Conference. Most sophomores, they're not going to get reps like that. Schindler was able to get a few throughout the season. Hasn't so far this game, and looking probably to not. Here's Berkman once again on the snap. He's going to be chased down by the Red Devils and brought down. Finally, he managed to put up a nice little run. Didn't get anywhere. But Montreal Monts with that sack.
Montreal Monts.
And great pressure there from that Red Devils team. You had about 3 guys running towards Berkman. As a sophomore, that's got to be horrifying. It's senior night. You got 3 seniors running at you. What are you going to do except run out of bounds?
Yeah, and it looks like the fans are already determined the end of this game, as most could. And the game will be completed. A 40-14 win by the Red Devils. What an amazing win for these Red Devils.
And you are 100% correct, Mr. Gardner. Tonight, the 2020, 2021, 2022 season, regular season is about to wrap up here on senior night for the Red Devils. The victory, 40-14. Before we sign off here, I'd like to go over a little recap of tonight's game. Mansfield entered and began the game for the Red Devils with a 58-yard rushing touchdown. Extra point, no good to make that a 6-0 Red Devil lead. And then Marksberry for the Panthers was able to get a pass off there from Peyton Hayden, get a 34-yard passing touchdown. And that first quarter, get the extra point was good, making that 7-6 Mansfield with the final score of the first quarter, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. 2-point conversion was no good. 12-7 was that score. Into the second quarter, Carter Thompson for the Panthers got a 47-yard touchdown right over the middle. In that second quarter, that extra point was good, extending a 14-12 Panthers lead. And then ever since that Thompson touchdown, it was all Red Devils from there. That is all the Panthers would get, as Phillips was able to get a 1-yard sneak with 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. 2-point, again, no good. 18-14 lead, Red Devils. And then Davari Julian got a 20-yard passing touchdown from Phillips in that same quarter on the 1-second mark. That 2-point conversion was good. You got that from a little drop pass there from Thompson on the kickoff. That would send us into halftime. No score throughout the third quarter. Then the usual linebacker, Evan Clayton, got a 2-yard rushing touchdown. You love to see that, especially on senior night. In that fourth quarter at the just start, he got that 2-point good that time. 34-14 was that score. And Zion Mansfield with the final score of the game with a 37-yard rushing touchdown with 11 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. 2-point conversion was no good. Capping off this score, 40-14, Jeffersonville. And before we sign off here, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Gardner, do you got any final words before this Red Devil team heads into playoff football?
Let's go. I'm really looking forward to seeing this Red Devil team with this good momentum win go into the next game and hopefully go to sectional.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am Blake Beams. I was joined by, of course, Nate Gardner, and you were listening to 98.5 WJHI LP Jeffersonville, your home of the Red Devil Network, whether that be on cable channel 184, the WJHI official YouTube channel, the Red Devil Network, or WJHI's website.
Have a great night, y'all.
From Jeffersonville, Blake Beams, Nate Gardner, signing off.